Oh my gosh.
That was the quickest change out of a tutu anybody has ever. I don't even know who that guy was. I don't even know who that guy was. It was a different Zach Ward. It was a different Zach Ward. Awesome. What? Find out later, sir. Find out later. All right. Your next speaker coming up is named George Smart. He's director of a nonprofit. He's going to stimulate a different pleasure center in your brain. His talk is entitled Mayberry Modernism, Why the Triangle is a Totally Great Place for Way Cool Homes. Ladies and gentlemen, George Smart.
All right, thank you. I'm going to take advantage of this bench. All right, the Triangle's famous for a bunch of things. We've got basketball, we've got barbecue, we've got Clay Aiken. But tonight, I want to share with you our best kept secret, our incredible residential architecture. So if you've watched Andy Griffith, you know that Barney Fife spent a lot of weekends in Raleigh. But did you ever wonder what he was doing? I like to think that he was here driving around looking at our architecture. So let's explore what Barney might have seen. We have the third largest concentration of modernist houses in the country, only behind LA and Chicago. In fact, there are 500 super cool houses within 25 miles of this room. But why here? When modernist Henry Camp Hefner became dean of the NC State School of Design in 1948, he hired the best faculty and students, and many of which did moonlighting on the side, doing houses for their friends and for their families. Like this next house in Chapel Hill, the Julian House by George Matsumoto. Very nice. The neighbors were so upset, they protested all the way to the North Carolina Supreme Court. But fortunately, the house won. Down the road, now what makes a house a modernist, you might ask? Well, they typically, inspired by the Bauhaus movement and Frank Lloyd Wright, they have flat roofs, they tend to have interesting geometries and lots of glass. This is the Richer House here in Raleigh. Now over in Chapel Hill, Arthur Cogswell designed the Cook House, one of 3 for which he received North Carolina Design Awards. Chapel Hill is loaded with mid-century moderns. But if Barney was alive today, he would like this next house, which was completed in 2009. Architect Ellen Castley and her husband built this around their love of art and photography. The main house links to an art gallery, to a guest wing for their personal artist in residence, who lived there for free. Back in Raleigh, when Lake Boone Trail actually bordered water, Milton Small built his own house inspired by Mies van der Rohe. He also built a similar building you may have seen down on Hillsborough Street, and both survived and are doing very well. Also in Raleigh, on Laurel Ridge Drive, stands the 2004 Strickland Ferris residence, a stunning treehouse in the woods designed by Raleigh's Frank Harmon. He's also the architect for the new AIA headquarters in downtown. Just next door, a 70s concept house was revived in 2006 by architect Vinnie Petrarca. The Child's Residence elegantly frames art, light, and nature in a peaceful wooded setting. Overall, modernist houses really rock if you're into this kind of thing, but unfortunately the general public is not. What is brilliant to some is often unsettling to the neighbors. So, what's the attraction? Why do Barney and I suspect some of you, drive around seeking these houses out? Well, for us, these houses are nothing less than livable sculpture. And like all great sculpture, they produce strong feelings, inspiration, relaxation, or connection to light and nature. Unlike other buildings, they evoke our hopes and our dreams. After all, most of us don't fantasize about shopping malls or office buildings. We want a house that speaks to us. I'll close tonight with Barney's favorite house, a landmark which gained Raleigh international attention in 1954. It went by many names: the hyperbolic paraboloid, the Raleigh House, the potato chip house, or the Catalano House. Frank Lloyd Wright, who rarely praised anybody else's work, praised its owner and architect, the late Eduardo Catalano, for his innovative design and his construction techniques. After many owners, the Catalano House was abandoned to vandals, rain, snakes, and structural deterioration until the roof finally broke. By that time, it was too far gone to repair, and the bulldozers came one day in March of 2001. Raleigh lost an international architectural landmark. It was the Dorton Arena of houses. And as rising land values make other mid-century moderns attractive teardown targets, we're going to lose many more. So tonight, I need your help. Tonight, when you blog or tweet, I'd like you to share Barney's secret. Let the world know that on countless Triangle streets, we have beautiful works of art worth saving. For my board at TriangleModernist.com, I'm George Smart, and this has been Mayberry Modernism.
George Smart, everybody. Where's Greg Ing? Drink. It's great. The next speaker that's coming up, I know we've talked a lot about pleasure centers, relationships, our state and the community and relationships we're in. Pleasure mechanics are right here in front of me. I want to thank you guys. Let's give a round of applause to the pleasure mechanics for putting big things on a big screen in ways I didn't think would happen with 702 people I don't know.